Elaine?
Quiet, everybody!
Elaine?
Please stand if able and join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Elaine. Jacqueline? Microphone.
Hello. This is working, is that correct?
Yes.
If you'd like to, join me in prayer. Gracious, eternal, transcendent God, we acknowledge your presence here today. We know that you are the God who, as it is written, you stretched the north over the vast empty space and you hung the earth on nothing. And yet you are also the God of the human spirit. You connect with us at the very depths of our souls. We thank you, God, for being who you are and for allowing us to experience this life. We have gathered for a purpose, and we ask, God, that that purpose will be realized. We also know that in our humanness, in our life, there's value just in the gathering itself. That there's life in gathering. That itself can be a purpose. We ask, Lord, that that not be lost on us today. Bless our time as we endeavor to do things that will benefit our lives and benefit this community. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Okay, does anybody have any comments or corrections to the minutes from last month? Can you hear me in the back?
Not really. You have a little phone line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you hold it.
How about now? Okay. I don't want to see anybody awake now. Okay. Any comments to the minutes? Want to make a motion to approve? All in favor of approving? Minutes are approved. Thank you. Debbie?
Can you hear me? A little bit there. Okay, so a couple new things, couple old things. An old thing, please save the date for the February State of the Organization meeting. Our meeting is on February 22nd at 2 p.m. Lots of twos. Invitations and financials have been distributed. Please let me know if you have not received or would like another copy. Please submit any questions you have to me by February 15th that we can address or have John and Ed and Jeff respond to. Thank you for all who attended the groundbreaking ceremony last Wednesday and made it successful. It was a nice event. Thank you all who came for participating. More old business, but good news, COVID. I'm happy to report that we have no cases of COVID right now in this community. DirecTV issues. I know that there's been quite a few DirecTV issues. I have a report that's kind of funny. They talk about blonde tongue modulators. I don't know what that's about, other than they noticed that a couple of them were loose, some of the connections. Also, there was apparently a signal error due to bad weather when we had the rains. They still can't understand why some of the audio doesn't work all of the time, so they're coming back and they're going to continue to explore that and investigate, and if they have to repair or replace those modulators, they will, but hopefully our TV service will start getting better again. We finally have gotten to the fountain renovation, so we all agreed, or we voted that we would prefer to keep our existing fountain. It just needs some refurbishment. She's getting a little old, so she's getting a little facelift. It's starting today. It's gonna be about 6 weeks. There'll be an ugly fence around it for safety, so please excuse our construction. Pool heaters. I know it's been getting a little cool in there for those of you who swim. The pool heaters are being installed tomorrow. It's probably gonna take a couple days. The pool will be closed during that time. Additionally, maintenance will be resurfacing the pool deck by the sauna. That tile gets slippery. We've got some complaints about that, so they're installing a non-slip surface. Details to follow. I'll get you more details as soon as I know them from Ethan. We also had a good-sized planter leak over by the jacuzzi during the heavy rains, and we have installed a new drainage system, and that's been repaired, so we should be good to go. A reminder that our monthly resident staff appreciation luncheon is Wednesday from 10 o'clock in the morning to 1 p.m. It is sponsored in full by Asher Construction. It's a taco truck. The food will be available in the LLC Breezeway and seating available in the Grove. We've added a Catholic communion service on Monday, February 20th from 10:30 to 11:15 here in the chapel. The service will be offered on the third Monday of every month going forward. And then save the date. Are you coming up, or am I doing some of the save the dates, Judy? You're gonna do it. Okay, in that case, that's it from me. I'll see you this weekend. I'm MMD.
Thank you. Thank you. Doug Boston.
Our funds at the end of January, these are the totals that we showed for each of the operating funds that we manage. Resident Council Operating Fund has not changed at $520. Earthquake Committee, $184. The Music Committee, total of $14,326. Our Employee Appreciation Fund is this, at the end of January, we have not deducted any of the checks that we gave to our employees, because not all of those have been cashed. We've got some employees that still haven't cashed their checks. So that fund total is $136,798. Next month, the fund will drop precipitously because we figure that everybody will have cashed their checks, and we're anticipating that will be about $85,000. Musical theater and birthday show, $36,045. The hobby shops remains the same at $192. Clay's Art Studio, $30. And the scholarship fund of $55,289. For a total under all accounts of $243,385. Any questions on finances? Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Nominating Committee, Barbara.
Can you hear me? Okay, that better? Okay, the nominating committee
has been working diligently since September with the goal to bring you the best possible candidates for the office of president and treasurer. We spent the entire month of October taking feedback from residents, asking for your opinion and your nominations. And for those of you who participated in that, I want to thank you. It was very helpful to us. We presented the slate at this meeting last month, and the ballots were put in your mailboxes on Friday, and we plan to vote next week, the 14th and 15th, between 1 and 7 p.m. each day in the vault. Any questions? I'll try to answer them.
If we have only 2 candidates for the office, would it be reasonable to accept them by acclamation rather than tying up 2 days for 6 hours?
Good question, and I would say yes. However, if you were at last month's meeting here, you know that we voted unanimously for a change to the bylaws, which are requiring major changes to the way we do the balloting and the voting. And the board feels that this is something that we need to go through in order to find out what things need to be changed, because it is a work in progress. So that's what we're doing.
Does that mean that our residents need to come to the vault with their paper and hand them in to you?
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And those instructions are on the back of the ballot. Anybody else? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, let's go on to the committee reports. Food and services, Mary.
Oh, that was fun. Debbie reported that we. Close your mouth. Debbie reported that we will no longer have the salad bar in the room. The salad bar room, because the health department feels that it's breeding bacteria, especially in a community like ours. We will have a room, excuse me, and we'll have a large table, enough to seat 10 or 12 people for special events or large groups, and there is no cost for the room. The regular servers will be serving that room. A discussion as to the low attendance for happy hour in our CL. We were wondering if we could start having some activities in there to encourage new people and old people, which we all are, residents to join in, maybe get to know each other a little better. We'll be working on that. The bistro, oh, I want to, one thing. The new room in the salad bar room is going to be called the Orchard. The bistro is now open from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The specialty of the week and the soup of the day will stop serving at 2 p.m. Can you hear me now? If you select hot and cold items from the daily menu, and the Campbell's low sodium soup can be served. and we would like to welcome all of you to attend the food committee meetings. We don't have many residents that are coming and speaking their piece. So it's on the 4th Tuesday of the month at 11 a.m. Thank you.
Where does it meet?
Oh, and the LLC.
Mary,
Yes.
on the subject of food and services, Colleen and I hosted a little party there last week. And I want to tell you that they did an outstanding job. And if anybody here is anxious to have a little gathering on their own, you wouldn't go wrong using the ball and our regular staff.
That was in the vault, you say?
Yes.
Vault. Well, by the time I got downstairs from the meeting, there were two men measuring the doors and everything, so it's on its way.
Okay, thank you, Mary. Judy? Earthquake preparedness.
Okay, there was a big earthquake in Turkey yesterday, you probably heard about it. More than two of them, yeah, there was another one, a 6-point that followed right after the 7-point something. So, we need to keep thinking about earthquakes. We had an orientation class for new residents on January 11th, and we trained 8 of the 11 new people who've moved in. And 5 of the remaining people will be invited to attend the class in April. That's the next one. Residents who are on the earthquake preparedness team who have walkie-talkies attended a tabletop exercise. So we did the first floor separately, the second floor separately, and the third floor separately, so that we had smaller groups and everybody could kind of get to know each other. And we talked about how to use the walkie-talkie and what kind of language to use so that the information comes through accurately. Our major goal is to find you, and if you have any needs, to get those needs met by the staff. We hope that the combination of our looking for people and the staff looking for people, we will find everybody, but help us to find you by hanging your door tag. We put out a new resident map with the names of everyone who lives in the apartments. Ken Beardsley, are you here? Yes, you are. Would you all give a hand to Ken? And now you'll know why. Ken is the one who keeps the map together that has the names of all the apartments on it. And so twice a year, we revise the map, especially when we have a lot of new residents. And do you remember in 2003, there was a power outage on the East Coast, and it knocked out power for 8 states that were out of power for 2 days. 2003, it was called the Great East Coast Power Outage. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because a man named Michael Emmerman, who was a managing director and money manager at Neuberger Berman in New York City, was caught in the blackout. He realized that he had no way to control any of his finances, any of his insurances, any of his duties to his family, and he put together something called the Red File, which Bob Critchfield gave me a copy of. And I can give you a copy if you're interested. What this Red File is a list of things that you might want to put aside and be prepared with. So if we were to lose power, like they did, you might want to have some of these things at hand. You might want to have them stored in the cloud. You might want to have them on a thumb drive. And these are things like your passport and your birth certificate and your marriage license and anything, phone numbers, and all the kind of stuff we've been recommending that you do for earthquake. And if you want a copy of it, I have it here, so I won't go on. But you can think ahead and do a favor to yourself if you have some spare time and you can prepare that.
Don't we have an uninterrupted power source here in this building?
We have a generator. The generator will keep lights on in the hall. It will let the elevator number 4 run. It will keep the kitchen going, yes? At least the refrigerator. But your own refrigerator will not have power. So you would be eating your refrigerator food first, and then your frozen food, or something like that. The generator is, what should we say, minimal? Yeah, it would keep us going, but your apartment, you would need to have your own lights, and you might want to buy a stand on the table lantern so you could eat by lantern light. So think about camping out in your apartment if we should lose power for more than one day. Any questions on that, Bob?
You would probably lose all broadband and Wi-Fi connections to the outside world too.
Right.
Most likely, you would lose all cell phone connections because the cell phone tower probably would not have backup power.
Can everybody hear Bob? Should I repeat that? He's saying we could lose cell phone connections and computer connections. So if you have things stored in some way, both on paper and electronically, the electronics might not be working during that time, but you could recover them. So, yeah, George.
Do you know anything about the landline?
Landlines, I think those would still be going, but they do use power to keep maybe they won't be. No. Okay. Okay, so anything else? We never know when something's going to happen. We don't expect it, but it's just really nice if you put some of those things aside just in case. And he's recommending you make a set of your papers and send them to a trusted family member so that they would have a copy. So, or a trusted financial person. So just a thought to get you thinking about emergencies. And let me switch to music. This goes to them. So this is a whole different subject. I thought you might be interested to know that 54 million Americans sing in choruses. And there are 270,000 choruses in the U.S. 12,000 of those choruses are either professional or community choruses like the Walnut Village Chorale. Now, it was really hard to find statistics on how many chime groups there are, but Walnut Village has a set of Suzuki tone chimes, and we have a chimer group. The important thing to know is that 36 of your fellow residents are meeting weekly and rehearsing and getting the benefits of the vibrations and overtones that the singing and chimes produce. And what keeps us coming back? Well, the researchers at the University of Manchester, England, have been looking into the role that a small organ in the inner ear plays in our pleasure response to music. It's called the sacculus, S-A-C-C-U-L-U-S. The sacculus is connected to the part of the brain that's responsible for registering pleasure. The sacculus responds to frequencies commonly found in music. And I leave you with that. The chorale is rehearsing for a spring concert March 25th, a Saturday. The Walnut Village Chimers are rehearsing for another Sunday church service, probably on March 26th, and a future program. Dee, are you here? Dee Morrison, raise your hand. No, okay. Well, there's an empty seat at the chime table, and Dee is looking for a person who would like to play chimes. And if you have have played bells or chimes in the past, or if you love music, CBD when you see her in the hallway, and probably I'll say the same thing next month if we haven't found someone by then. So put the word out. If you have a friend who might want to do that, we really need one more person in the chime group. Any questions on music? Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Ellen?
Good afternoon. The Hospitality Committee has been very busy during the month of January. We welcomed a lot of new residents. Kathy DeBruin moved into apartment 341, and she's here today. 351, I'm sorry. You want to stand? Kathy, would you stand? Raising her hand. Okay, good enough. Kathy has a little dog, a little white dog named JJ. Joy LaRue moved into apartment 347, but I haven't seen Joy come in today. Is she here? Marty and Sandy Hoffman moved into apartment 182, and they're not here this afternoon either. And Pat Klotz called and said she couldn't be here, but she moved into apartment 376. Dale Germain is here, if he'll stand up. He's in apartment 201. And you'll see that he's sitting next to Kathy. They are brother and sister. So we encourage you to get to know them through inviting them to lunch or dinner, or just say inviting them out to an activity. Also, we have Mark and Kathy Klein, who moved in December, sitting at the back row. They're in apartment 265. Our committee has sent out 3 Get Well cards and 3 sympathy cards during January. We had 1 prayer shawl completed, and we've given it to Chaplain Les for distribution. We have had a request for yarn. If any of you used to crochet or knit, but no longer knit or crochet, and have a stack of it somewhere in your apartment and want to know where to donate it, our committee would be glad to take it and give it to the people who would like to knit or crochet a prayer shawl. Some of the people who like to crochet and knit do not drive anymore, so it's difficult for them to get yarn. So if you do, you can see me or call Patricia Lutz, who is the distributor of the prayer shawls to the chaplain. And we would appreciate all the yarn you can give us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ellen. Library, Michelle.
The library is sponsoring a program called Love Letters Straight from the Heart by authors Kathy Stanek and son Kevin. It takes place on Thursday, February 9th at 7 p.m. in the El Capitan room. Let's see. Please register for the event in the activities notebook at the post office. Although registration is limited, the program may be repeated if there is a sign-up larger than 30 people. Kathy and Kevin will share bits and pieces about Kathy's inspiration and process in writing her memoir, Common Thread. Every story matters, so join us for the inspiration to take the first steps toward creating your own family history. The computers have arrived. Once we have optimized their setup and operation and trained the library staff, we will start resident registration. We hope to experiment with a periodic computer lab and teach keyboard and mouse, computer basics, internet and email, Windows 11 and Windows 11. Yeah, and Windows 11. Eventually, we might hold a broader presentation on the present and future of the web, as well as possible classes in Microsoft Office and Google Docs. Please feel free to write up and discuss your learning needs and desires with me, Michelle, and other library volunteers. We welcome computer-oriented volunteers to help monitor and present the program. The library is glad to welcome new volunteer Carol Herzog. appreciate getting all your donations. Don Baldwin and Pauline Herod recently gave us the movie DVD, Man with the Golden Arm. We also received a number of anonymous donations. The book club meets on Tuesday, February 11th at 10:30 a.m. in the Red Chair Lounge to talk about Barbara Kingsolver's Demon Copperhead. We have many missing items, actually. Please return library items you may have forgotten about. We're missing 30 musicals on DVD. The TV Lucy Show DVDs are missing, and Jonna DeLeon's Later Gator, Miss Fortune Mysteries book 9 has been gone for a long time. We have the California collection on the library west wall, which showcases Walnut Village shows and tours, resident autobiographies, as well as Southern California travel, history, and other nonfiction books about California. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Gary.
Hello, everybody. Well, the cast is finally back this month, and we are working out the kinks. Boy, are there some kinks. And we hope to have a good show for you. It's going to be fun. We are always open to suggestions on which of our shows were good, so we know who to bring back and who not to bring back. So speak up. We like to hear things from you. And of course, this month, the show is on the 23rd. So hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Safety and grounds, Merlin.
I work with Ethan in many areas here in the safety area. So some of these things have already been reported, so I'll go fast through some of them. But the security in the garage community between where you park your cars and the as you go up to your rooms, that's all fixed, I'm told, except their elevators 3 and 4, and they're waiting. Last I heard, they were waiting for a part to come in. Work is being done on the drains. Storm really opened up our eyes and got our feet wet there. Be sure to notice new glass tops over at the outside bistro tables. They are very nice. The water in the spa is now sparkling blue. There's still some areas that need to be blocked off so the water doesn't run in. That's coming along in great shape. There are efforts being made to trap the feral cats. Those feral cats with white stripes down their backs. Don't pet them. Our recent meeting, the subject came up that the air in the food area is sometimes too cold, sometimes comes down on your neck when you don't want it, and sometimes it just isn't regulated right. We'll be taking a look at that. We appreciate your input whenever you see something that is a concern. It's good to take a look at them now before we make some expansion so that we can incorporate it in the new building. If you have any additional things that you would like to talk to me about, I will be right down here after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Merlin. Scholarship, Virginia.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to report the Scholarship Committee, when we meet today, right after this meeting, we'll be reviewing 3 new applications from the employees. So this is the beginning of a new semester, and we anticipate that during this month we may even have more. We are hoping so, because some of those that we supported before may be starting their new semester and can reapply for assistance. But in any event, this may be a good day.
Thank you, Virginia. I understand that Judy Marsh has a few words for us.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Ryan and I did a survey, and we received 57 replies, which is excellent from our community. When I get done, we're going to do a drawing, because I promised, that's the reason y'all turn it in. I'm going to do a drawing for a $50 gift card. So obviously we have to reward you in order to get you to participate. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll do the drawing when I get done. We have Sprouts on the calendar to go tomorrow. We're going to go to Sprouts tomorrow. I had a lot of people say they want to go to it. I only have about 3 that have signed up. So if you're planning on going, please sign up in the post so I have an idea that I can call you when you don't come. So do that for me, please. Another thing that you asked for was a Trash to Treasure sale. I have Trash to Treasure sale on Thursday. Setup will be at 9 o'clock in the morning. It is in the Lifelong Learning Center. You can bring stuff in anytime, even before the 7 o'clock, and just before the 9 o'clock rather, and just leave it in there and we'll put it out. The actual sale will be from 11 to 5. And all proceeds from that will go to the employee fund.
Do you take clothes?
I am not taking clothes on this particular sale. In March, I am going to do a pickup for Working Wardrobe, which is an organization that collects clothes. They collect clothes that you could wear to an interview or that you could wear to work. So we're going to do that in the month of March. I don't have the exact date for that, but that is, that's planned. When we do clothes, most of it we end up having to take to Goodwill or to take somewhere to a thrift shop. So we are not going to do clothes this time. We have lots going on. Kathy Stanek, as you heard, will be doing a program that evening, Thursday evening. Karen, who is our painting instructor, she will be here every Thursday in this month. So please come. Right now we only have like 2 or 3 people who come to that class. It's a good class. She's an excellent teacher, and I pay to have her come. So we need to make it so that it's economical for all of us. So please come. Any level of painting, if you've never painted before, you can still come. She's really good and she will help you. Most of the pictures on the hallway, the bistro hallway, are done by the residents, and I would say the majority of them never painted before. You'll see a little barn, and that's their first painting, and they've really progressed. So please join them. Also on Fridays, on the 3rd, which was last Friday, the 10th, and the 24th, our pool instructor will be here. Robin is excellent. She is a national champion. We are opening the class. We are no longer having beginner, advanced, and intermediate. Everybody can just come to one of those 3 classes, or all 3 of them. On the 12th, Sunday the 12th, I will be here. It is Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to do 100 squares. Most of you know what 100 squares are. And they will be $2. And see, Betsy, are you here? Well, Betsy's going to be collecting. I don't know if she's going to start tonight or tomorrow night, but she'll start collecting in the Red Chair Lounge. We're going to ask you to, first of all, the first time around, just to buy 2 squares. If there's squares left, then you can buy some more. We're going to have a chili cook-off. In the past, we had lots of people making chili. This year, nobody has signed up to make chili. I will do a vegetarian chili, and the kitchen will do a regular chili. And we'll have other kinds of snacks. You will see that it's also in the Red Chair Lounge and the LLC. The LLC
is for those of you who really want to watch the game. In the Red Chair Lounge, it's for those who want to watch the commercials and talk. Can't combine the two. On the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, I have an awesome entertainer coming. He is a friend of Tom Yano's, and he will be playing the ukulele with Hawaiian music. So it should be an excellent, excellent evening starting at 5 o'clock. There will be a special Valentine's dinner that day as well. We have lots going on. You said you wanted more activities, guys. I'm giving them to you. Now all you have to do is come to them. On the 19th, Sunday the 19th, we're going to La Mirada Theater. It is a reprise of the First Symphony from April 24th to 1964. Somebody went into my sign-up book, crossed off the 64 and put 2023 because they thought that was the date. It is not. It is a repeat of the concert that they did on April 24th in 1964. Thank you for trying to correct me because I do make a lot of mistakes, but that was not an error. Let's see what else we're doing. State of the organization, we're going to be doing on the 22nd. That will still be a Zoom, am I correct? A Zoom in the LLC. Then on the 23rd, we're going to Chapman University. We're leaving at 9:30. A lot of you have gone. If you've not gone, or if you have, you're welcome to join us. Excellent, excellent tour at Chapman in their library. It's the Huell Hauser exhibit. They have a wonderful war letter, and they have a Holocaust museum, a Holocaust memorial that is just beautiful. It is really something that if you've never seen, that you should come and join us. Also, Jack Lindquist has an exhibit there, and some of you know that Jack used to live here, and he contributed, and he's from Disney. He contributed a lot of his memorabilia to the Chapman Library. So please sign up again for that. We have Brea Mall, we're going to Pechanga. We have Mardi Gras on the 21st at 7 p.m. Dixie Deluxe will be in here. It's a jazz group. They've played often for us. They usually play outside, but because of weather, they'll play here. They'll play in here. And dinner will start at 4:30 on that day. So you will have no excuse to not be able to come by 7 o'clock here. And you know what? Y'all prove to me the fact that if I offer something that's really, really wonderful, and thanks to the musical theater, we did have St. Boniface Lion Dance team here on Saturday night. And they were excellent. They were wonderful. We had more than 60 residents come. So you did prove that if you want to come, you'll come to it. So thank you. I enjoy putting together your calendars. You let me know if there's anything else. I don't think I can do much more than what we have scheduled in this month, but we're working on Marches already. And now you're all waiting for that $50 draw. I guess I better find all the tickets, huh? Here's $50 gift card. And would you like to draw for me?
No, everyone's gonna get mad if you're not paid.
That's why I'm not doing it.
Who's your best friend?
All right. I didn't write it, so. Okay, it's right. George and Michelle Foyt.
Hey!
Now, if there were two of you in your apartment, you only had one survey to do. And next year, I'm not going to do an open-ended survey. I'm going to do it yes and no. So it's taking me a little bit of a time to pull it all together, but I hope my town hall will have all of the suggestions for it. So remind me, the next time I do a survey, not to do it open-ended. Here you go. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Judy. While I'm thinking about it, I encourage all of you to attend next month's Resident Council meeting because we'll be indoctrinating the new, no, not install, indoctrinating. The new members of the executive board, so please try and come. Yeah. All right, is there any old business pending that somebody wants to talk about? No? How about new business? Any new business? No? Gary, would you like to make a motion? If there's a motion to adjourn, all in favor say aye. Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you very much.